Hey guys, I'm Eric with American Trucks. Today we're taking a look at this Barricade HD rear bumper in textured black for all 2017 and later Ford F-250 and F-350 Super Duty pickup trucks. You should really be checking this out if you want an upgrade in protection for the rear end of your truck while also looking for some more aggressive styling as well. Now, this bumper is really the perfect complement for the Barricade HD front bumper that we offer as well, both in terms of styling and both front and rear protection, and it kind of completes the look, especially if you're looking to eliminate any chrome off your truck, which is also a popular look these days as well. A lot of people also add in smoked taillight covers, or like we have on this truck, some blacked out wheels, and overall it's going to give your truck a real tough off-road ready appearance. And I think what really adds to that aggressive styling is kind of the angular design that you get with this bumper. I think it's quite attractive personally, and it's not only looks with this bumper, you are getting an upgrade in rear end protection, and that comes from the 5/32 inch thick steel plate that this bumper is made from, and of course it's finished in a durable textured black powder coat. Now, working with this bumper today, I noticed that Barricade paid a lot of attention to detail in the design of this bumper. Certain things you have to transfer over from your factory bumper, like your trailer hitch wiring harness plug, your license plate lamps, and your backup sensors are accommodated for in this new bumper, and transferring them over is quick and easy. The cutouts for those items are precisely machined so that these items, like your license plate lamps, will click right into place and they'll be nice and snug. Another convenient feature to this design are these notches here on the corners of the bumper where you can step to get up into the bed of your truck, and they provide this kind of raised perforated set of holes here on each step that's going to provide better traction in slippery conditions. Now, as far as the price goes, right now we're looking at just under $800 for this bumper. I think that's pretty reasonable compared to a lot of other off-road style bumpers out there right now, considering the design features and the upgrade and protection that you're getting with this bumper. And as far as the installation goes, we're looking at a basic 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Give yourself about 2 hours time to get this job done from start to finish. There are a couple little tricky things that we're going to talk about here in the installation part of this video, but really nothing too challenging. And if you have a second set of hands to help you out, it really is no problem getting this bumper installed. So let's take a look at the tools you're going to need and go ahead with the installation. All right guys, tools we're going to use in this installation include a pneumatic impact driver, but you could also use a hand socket wrench and a 21mm socket. All right guys, now we're going to begin the uninstall of our factory bumper. First couple things we need to do before we get to any nuts and bolts is we're going to have to disconnect our license plate lamps and our trailer hitch wiring harness. So to access your license plate lamps, you're going to have to get at them from the back side, and basically it's kind of tight and you're not really going to be able to see this on camera, but I can reach in to the back side of that light and do the same thing on the other side. It's just a pinch and pull. All right guys, now what you're looking at now is the trailer hitch wiring harness from the back side. And I'm just gonna reach up, pinch that, and get that off. And just kind of push it out of the way. And later on, we'll get that plug out. I'll show you that later. All right guys, now we're gonna be taking out the nuts here and here. We're gonna use a 21mm socket for that. Now just be aware that you're gonna have to support your bumper before you completely get these out. Otherwise, you risk the bumper falling off on you. And then you're going to have 2 identical bolts on the other side and do the same thing over there. All right guys, now I grabbed a second set of hands here to help me. These bumpers are a little bit heavy and unwieldy. Plus we also had nuts just on there, a couple of threads for security purpose. So go ahead and pull out and carry your bumper away. Now get your trailer hitch plug out. You just pinch these clips here and it literally pops out like that through the front. And then this is the locking mechanism for your spare tire channel, where you put your tool in to lower your spare tire. Just get your car key, put it in the lock in the front. And twist it. And then that comes out just like that. Now to get our license plate lamps out, guys, you're gonna have to reach in from the back side there is a clip you need to push in here, here, and here, just like that. I would get 1 or 2 started, unless you can do all 3 sides yourself, and it pops out just like that. And then do the same thing on the other side. All right, guys, next step is we're gonna remove this bracket right here, and it has 4 nuts attaching it to 2 bolt plates to the upright portion here. We're not gonna need this bracket for the installation process. Our new bumper will not require it. So we're gonna take it off. Go ahead and grab a 21mm socket for this. All right, guys, now we have our factory bumper off of our truck. I want to throw it up here on the stand and give you a quick side-by-side comparison to our new Barricade HD rear bumper. Now, really, the visual comparison is striking. If you are going for an overall blacked out look on your truck and you're trying to eliminate all the chrome, the Barricade HD bumper is an excellent option. It's solid black with that nice powder coat all the way across, and you can accommodate all the factory features of your rear bumper if you have like backup sensors as well as a trailer hitch wiring harness. Obviously, you can accommodate all of that with this Barricade HD bumper, and we do not have backup sensors on our truck. I will show you where those go, and there are some included rubber plugs where you can fill these holes for a more finished look if your truck is like ours and does not have rear backup sensors. Other than that, you are getting a substantial upgrade in protection as well. This is heavy duty steel. Now, the F250 rear bumper from the factory is no slouch. A lot of factory bumpers are a little bit thinner material. It's not bad coming from Ford, however, you are getting a slight upgrade here. This bumper is considerably more heavy than the one we just took off our F250. So let's quit wasting time here and go ahead and get it mounted up. All right, guys, now before we go putting our bumper up on the truck, there are a few things we're gonna do out here on the table just to demonstrate the changeover of some of the things from your factory bumper, like the trailer hitch wiring harness and the lock for your spare tire channel. Also, we're gonna be switching over backup sensors if your truck is equipped with those. Our truck is not, so I don't have any sensors to show you, but I will show you a couple of the pieces that come with the kit. If you do have backup sensors that you are switching over, you have these foam pieces, and this one's actually like kind of like a foam washer. And that will go in first, and then you would put your factory backup sensor in behind that. And then you can have this other foam pad right here for a little bit of cushion. And then these little half circle plastic pieces. This is kind of a clip that's gonna lock it into place. And these all go in here in these permanent kind of brackets that are fitted up where your factory backup sensors will go in. And this last kind of half circle piece here has a couple of little nubs on the end there, and when that goes in, they'll fit into holes right there, and that kind of secures everything in place. If I had a sensor here, I would show you that procedure, but if your truck does not have backup sensors like ours, you also have these rubber pieces here that you just simply slide into place like this, and that kind of plugs up the hole and gives the bumper a little bit more finished look. All right, so we're gonna transfer over our license plate lighting. Now, these lights that we pulled out of our factory bumper, they are side specific, and if you pulled them off and got them jumbled up and you don't remember which one goes on which side, there is raised lettering on the top that says either LH or RH for left hand and right hand. Now, as you're looking at this right now on video, obviously this is the driver's side or the left hand side, so go ahead and grab that light. Pop it in the top first and then push it in just like that. And same thing for the other side. All right, guys, now your trailer hitch wiring harness plug will also simply clip into place. You also have your license plate pieces here, so you can screw in your license plate, pop those into place. And then last but not least, we have our locking mechanism for our spare tire. If you remember, you gotta get your car key unlock it, get it into place, lock it, and there you go. All right guys, now at this stage, I definitely recommend getting a second set of hands, someone to help you out here. This bumper is fairly heavy, and what you're about to do, you just need more than 2 hands to do it. So what we're gonna do, because this bumper already has the brackets attached to it, we're gonna line it up and have one of your factory bolt plates in hand, and we're gonna do the one that's closest to us. We're gonna do this one here first, because you're gonna be able to get your hand in there. There's just enough room to do it. We're gonna get it started, and then from there, I'm gonna show you how to do the inner one. It's a little bit trickier. Once you have those bolt plates started, you should be able to let your bumper hang, but just be careful. You might wanna start a nut on there, but it should be fairly secure and should hang in place while we do the other bolt plates. All right guys, now with the bolt plate here, we already have it started on the other side, so it's kind of hanging in place and also resting on the trailer hitch receiver. So you're gonna have to lift it up into place. Now the one that goes in up here, it's a little bit trickier and a little bit tighter. You're probably gonna have to lift up the bumper a little bit. Then once you have it there, go ahead and start the nuts by hand, leaving them a little bit loose because you're gonna wanna adjust it. Your bumper's probably gonna be sitting lower than you want it once you get it started like this. So we're gonna wanna check that it's gonna be sitting nice, sitting level, and also we don't want it up too high to impede our tailgate. And obviously do the same thing over on the other side. All right guys, once you have nuts started on both sides and they're snugged up as best you can, just finger tight, go ahead and grab your tool that we used to remove these factory nuts in the first place. Again, it's a 21mm socket. And you're gonna wanna lift up the bumper and get the alignment right, and then start tightening them down. And then repeat that over on the other side. Okay guys, and of course the last thing you need to do as part of this install is go ahead and plug in the harnesses for your trailer hitch wiring setup here, as well as your license plate lamps. And one other thing I want to talk about before you call the job done is when you're talking about aligning your bumper properly, you want to make sure that your tailgate is going to have enough clearance when you drop it down. So not only do you want to have proper alignment in terms of how it's pitched and level, but make sure your tailgate will clear it. Okay, that wraps up this review and install of this Barricade HD rear bumper in texture black for all 2017 and later Ford F-250 and 350 Super Duty pickup trucks. And for all things Super Duty, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.